I'd say parenting is the thing that has taught me the most about myself.
These Kardashians are more than a circus of clowns. They're a parenting circus. The clown part is up for debate. There are some insane guidelines that the Kardashians make their kids follow.
I am just in protection mode of my kids.
Some of these are like, no kidding, and others are like, OMG, wait, are these real people from a real family? Here are the craziest guidelines that the Kardashians make their kids follow. First up, they are not allowed to hear or say the word fat. Kourtney Kardashian revealed in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians that she does not want her children to hear the word fat or ever use it in a sentence, unless they are in a spelling bee, of course, although that would be an extremely low-level spelling bee for the average person. Maybe not for the Kardashians. Anyways, Kourtney got extremely upset with her mother Kris for saying the word fat around her children.
There's not even 1% that I yelled.
Kourtney basically told her mom off after Kris asked Kourtney if she looked fat in front of Kourtney's daughter. Kourtney got really upset and explained that her reasoning behind that censorship is to avoid the children from ever being self-conscious. Kourtney said something along the lines of, they say if a mother is confident about her body, that the daughters are way more likely to be so too. The kids have to stay with their bodyguards. Obviously, there have been some serious situations in the past that have reinforced the need for constant security around this family. Take the robbing that Kim Kardashian had happen to her in Paris, for example. Now, although that may be an extreme, it makes sense that the kids of the Kardashians are all going to have heavy security around them at all times.
My kids don't know anything.
According to a source, the kids being napped is Kim's biggest fear. She previously didn't want to shell out for armed security, but now she realizes the family needs 24-hour protection. And in 2022, Kim made headlines for the time she paid for extra security at her kids' school, after Kanye West posted the name of the school on social media. That's such a 2022 Kanye type of move, honestly.
Security beefed up at the school Kim and Kanye's kids go to.
They can appear on Keeping Up with the Kardashians, but they can't watch it. Kim told the cameras that she and Scott Disick are extremely hesitant to let the kids watch any episodes of Keeping Up. This could be explained based on the constant cringe moments that are surfaced throughout the show, and what Kim Kardashian believes are moments from her past that her children most definitely do not want to see. Kim even got specific about people that she didn't want her kids to see, such as the time she said, "I don't really want to explain like who Kris Humphries is." And truth is, there are a lot of men that you probably don't want to have to explain to your kids. Right, Kim? Including Ray J, and even their own father, Kanye. But we can cross those bridges when we get there, Kim. Filming is top priority for the kids. It's been made clear that for the Kardashians, the top-notch priority is all about filming their hit reality show. Can you believe it? Yes, it's actually very believable. Even little Mason Disick, who was just 6 back in the day, had to skip regular kindergarten and opt for homeschooling. Why? Because he was busy shooting season 11 of the show, of course. Talk about starting young in showbiz. They're expected to go to school. Hold on, wait, this is a strict rule? Listen, this is such a given that it almost sounds stupid. According to Kim, when her daughter isn't in the mood to go to school, Kim bribes her with makeup. What a life. She also used to bribe Northwest with candy so that she did not act up during fashion shoots.
Kim Kardashian cannot stand being around her own children.
Co-parenting, it's really hard, you know?
Kim Kardashian celebrated her birthday in an episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashians with an epic party, though her real birthday with her kids was horrible.
It is a different language.
Oh my gosh, guys, let's get into it. Kim was visiting her mother in the episode of Keeping Up with the Kardashian. Kris asks, "How was your birthday with the kids?" And Kim answered, "I thought for my birthday, I would have a day to myself. I was stuck doing everything that everyone else wanted to do."
They don't understand that I work or I have a school schedule.
Kim added, "I was stuck watching YouTube unboxing videos on my birthday. I had a FIFA tournament, Color Me Mine. You should see the ugly thing I made. Like, this is not what I wanted to be doing on my birthday. I need to sit my kids down and be like, this isn't Mother's Day, like this is my day."
It's like full crazy madness.
Do you think a mom wants to go to Color Me Mine one more time on her birthday? Kris laughs as Kim continues. "Whose birthday is it? You know it was horrible. Just make me a breakfast. That's a great birthday." Then a producer asks Kim in a confession, "What would your perfect birthday have been?" And Kim answers, "To lock my door, not get out of my bed, and eat cookies and cream ice cream all day long. That's what would have been my dream." But no one cares about my dreams. Not 4 kids at least.
A little different than my personality, but not too far off.
trade-offs.
Wow, guys, I kind of feel bad for Kim here. She does have help, she does have nannies, but it's always nice to know your kids care about you, and it sounds like they may have been a little bit selfish in this sense. I mean, on her birthday, she should have been able to do something she wanted to do.
Everyone's living their best lives. It's summertime, I get it.
Chris adds in confession, I think that we've all, as moms, been through some days where we don't want to be doing what we're doing, but we do it for our kids. So come on, Kim, suck it up and do a little color me mine. Back at Chris's house, the momager says, having 4 kids is hard. As Kim adds, it's like a madhouse. While Chris adds, your house is a circus because you have a lot, and you have a lot going on.
I think when you have so much going on and 3 kids is no joke.
Kim adds, I'm gonna get my S together and I'm gonna be an effing drill sergeant like Chloe is so tough. As Chris adds, well, have you talked to her about all this? Chris tells Kim, you're gonna have to create some boundaries for everybody else, including me, including your friends, including some business associates. Chris adds in confession also, being a working mom, it's really hard.
The whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to manage it.
I know Kim and I know how she thrives on her workload, but we all still need to find a little balance. Guys, even though you may not be a fan of Kim Kardashian, you've gotta admit that woman works so hard. She deserves a little love from her kids, and especially on her birthday.
Yes, I knew you thought it was mommy.
No, it was Kimberly.
This episode cuts back to Kim and Glam, telling her team, perfection as always, you bring nothing less. As the makeup artist adds, Kim is in a good mood today, you guys.
Kim and Kanye finalized their divorce last year after 6 years of marriage and share 4 children together. Kim Kardashian breaks down in tears over her ex, Kanye West.
Kim Kardashian misses raising kids with Kanye West and would love to do that again, but doesn't know how. On their family reality TV series, The Kardashians, Kim Kardashian opened up about the challenges that she faces in discussing her situation with her ex-husband Kanye West with their children.
The whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to emotionally manage it. Like, I'm conflicted because I don't ever want to jump in and be a part of a downfall for the father of my kids.
Kim Kardashian shared her experiences of raising her children North, Saint, Chicago, and some without the presence of Kanye. And Kim also mentioned feeling really overwhelmed by Kanye's comments about the Jewish community, and also shared her concerns about parenting while dealing with these challenges. In her own words, Kim said this, "I love my life with my babies. This week in particular has been so hard. Obviously, there's just times in life when things get really hectic, and I think you just have to tune it all out and realize that being a mom and being really present is the most important thing." Now, Kim, candidly, she expressed her role in handling all the daily responsibilities and the routines for her children, describing it as being in the trenches pretty much, and she compared it to a fast-paced pit stop during a car race, constantly managing tasks like brushing their teeth, doing their hair, and all the stuff that you gotta do when you have a whole bunch of children. Kim also shared her efforts to protect her children from public scrutiny surrounding their father Kanye's actions.
Kim has been open about the great lengths she goes to in order to protect their children from headlines about their dad.
She said that she has a whole lot of anxiety about explaining why their father is not present for family events like family dinners and parties, and she has a whole lot of fear of potential comments or judgment by others about this. But despite all of this, Kim is actually committed to ensuring that her children have a healthy perception of their father while taking it just one day at a time. But to quote her words, this is exactly what Kim had to say about this. "I'm the one doing all the daily stuff all the time. I do the morning routine, I do the night routine. It's like a pit stop with race cars. It's like brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, brush your teeth, do your hair, do your hair, do your hair, do your hair, like changing tires really quickly. Is it safe? Is it dangerous? I just don't know what to do. I've been managing it the best way I know how because I want my kids to see a healthy dad, you know? It's just a lot, so I take it day by day."
Kim continued to emotionally open up about her struggles while speaking with her sister Khloe Kardashian. Both of these sisters definitely have really bonded over the years, so for sure on many occasions they confide in one another. Kim, with tears in her eyes, said that Kanye's actions took a toll on her mental and physical well-being, and she even revealed that she hadn't changed her clothing in days and she just struggled to hold herself together. She expressed sympathy for Kanye though, but acknowledged that he may not even realize the extent of his actions. Kim also shared her guilt about making a post in support of the Jewish community, and she feared that it was actually something that contributed to the fallout of Kanye's online attacks.
I feel guilty that I posted something in support of the Jewish community, then people dropped him today, and I'm like, is that my fault that
No.
I posted that, and did that push them, and I should have just kept quiet? It's I never know what to do.
But her sister Khloe explained that it's just not her fault at all and she shouldn't really blame herself.
In today's news, Kanye West is speaking out publicly, strongly insinuating that Kim Kardashian is trying to keep his kids from him by limiting his access to them. I'll share all the details with you right here. Welcome back to FTD News, where we keep you up to date with the latest and greatest news updates. I'm Sarah Carvalho, and let's get right into today's story. Well, it didn't take long for Kanye's pleas for Kim to come back to him to turn into public angry rants and accusations because she didn't cave into his requests. Kanye sounded pissed off about the amount of FaceTime he's getting with their 4 kids when he sat down with Hollywood Unlocked Jason Lee. Kanye said, "Don't play with me, don't play with my children. Ain't no security gonna get in between me and my children, and you ain't gonna gaslight me." While he never mentions Kim by name, the reference to security standing between him and the kids would seem to indicate Kim's involvement. He added, "Nothing with my career, with this rap, with this media, with none of that that's gonna keep me from my children, and that's what I want everybody to know." Kanye's rant about the kids is puzzling to Kim because sources connected to her say Kim's never denied him time with North, Saint, Chicago, or Psalm. We're told she goes above and beyond to make sure he gets as much time with them as his schedule will allow. Sources say that Kanye's insinuations couldn't be farther from the truth. Kim has always been the first one to share that Kanye is a great father, and she would never want to keep him away from his children. In fact, Kanye was last photographed with all the kids just last weekend. The one thing Kim is doing is putting her foot down on letting Kanye come and go as he pleases, especially when it's at her property. Sources say that all Kim has asked Kanye to do is call ahead of time when he wants to come to her house to see the kids. She simply wants some structure in order to protect her right to privacy in her home. Kanye has also apparently made some people close to her, including friends, family, and even staff, upset during some of his recent visits. It's unclear what exactly may have transpired or when, but we're told the incidents were serious enough for her to not let him have his run of the place when stopping by. So I want to know what your thoughts are on this. Do you think it's unreasonable for Kim to be asking Kanye to simply inform her ahead of time when he plans to stop by? I mean, I don't know about you, but if it were me, I wouldn't want to be laying in bed watching a movie with my kids and then suddenly an ex walks in unannounced and changes the whole mood. Especially since we know Kim would never do that if the roles were reversed. I think it's not only fair, but healthy for Kim to be setting some boundaries between Kanye and his access to her household.
Kim Kardashian has finally spoken out about the nonsense that Bianca Censori is wearing around Kim's children.
I'm just rolling with it, and it is what it is.
Let's spill this piping hot tea here on FTD News. Because after having little to say to the media regarding Kanye and Bianca for quite some time now, Kim has reportedly broken the silence.
And I used to hold this guilt that I wasn't there to fix situations.
Kim Kardashian has warned Kanye West about letting his new wife, Bianca Censori, wear whatever she wants in front of Kim's children. Bianca, who is 14 years younger than Kim at the ripe age of 29, has been notorious for wearing practically nothing in public, as well as in any one of Kanye West's social media posts.
I just tell the truth, and telling the truth is crazy.
And now Kimmy K is firing back! and she's not holding back. According to a source at the Daily Mail, Kim instructed Kanye to never let Bianca dress like that around her kids again. And Kim is truly surprised that Kanye would let his wife leave the house looking like that. You and I both, Kim. Have you seen the raincoats and the trash bags and the... I don't even know what's going on. Unlike Bianca's wardrobe-less wardrobe though, Kim was asked to change her outfits by Kanye if Kanye felt like Kim was showing too much skin. Now, to me that sounds like a hungry hypocrite, am I right? Because Kim has actually been pretty reluctant to speak out on any of Bianca's insane media appearances or the antics around her children up until now, and that is until everything changed when Kim's daughter North drew a picture of Bianca Censori wearing nothing. Kim posted a video to her social media of her daughter's drawing, which was extremely explicit and revealing, and basically just concerning AF.
Kim shared a photo of her daughter's notebook. On the page, North had written several things she was grateful for that day.
Did I mention that North is 10 years old? And imagine your kid was 10 years old drawing their stepmom's big booties for fun. That's something that you probably don't learn in art class in grade 4. So here's the thing, is that just the world we live in? I don't know, I guess it is. And obviously Kim is upset. And sources are also claiming that Kim is now losing trust in Bianca to properly parent her children. Duh. And it's apparent that Kanye West seems to be A-okay and completely fine with everything that's going on. So is Kim Kardashian losing control of her children? Well, in Kanye's latest album release, Northwest actually had an appearance on a song where she rapped some real poetic lyrics, saying the following: "I love it here. We gonna take over the year for another year.
Is your bestie, Miss Westy.
Don't try to test me. It's gonna get messy. It's gonna get messy. Just bless me, bless me." Bars! But here's what the internet has to say. This is my favorite segment, Pepe's Perspectives, where you guys chime in. One Kanye critic claims his daughter is going to have such a warped view of how women's bodies should look. Welcome to 2024. Did you expect anything less? A Reddit user penned, "It's especially disturbing that she cites Carnival of all songs. I just read the lyrics and as a grown adult I feel gross." In all honesty, if you're a grown adult reading rap lyrics and getting offended, you're probably not the intended audience anyways, but nonetheless, the album blows in my opinion and absolutely tanked, so by all means, express how you feel. According to Celebrity Insider and critically acclaimed actress Jessica Chin King, the absurdity is off the charts. Starting now, Bianca should cover up around the children, and what she chooses to do in her day-to-day life is her business, but we need to be good influences to kids, the future generations. And there's something to be said about the way that Bianca has stayed silent throughout the entirety of her exploitation. Perhaps Kim is truly concerned about the way that Kanye is treating these women. At the end of the day, it's obviously a publicity stunt that was just taken way too far. It's time for Kanye West to see the light. Intervention time, perhaps?
I'd say parenting is the thing that has taught me the most about myself.
Kim Kardashian is being condemned by her fans after they continually have been blasting her for bad parenting.
I am just in protection mode of my kids.
People are, in some cases, even pleading for Kanye West to get full custody of their children. I'm sure you guys all remember the online uproar around the whole brand Balenciaga. It wasn't so long ago that Kim Kardashian said that she was reevaluating her relationship with Balenciaga after the designer received backlash for a campaign featuring certain materials that didn't go down so well with the public. Even though she has kids of her own, Kim has continuously chosen to work with Balenciaga. As a matter of fact, she was even signed on to be the new face of the brand.
The whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to manage it.
And the public had a lot to say about it. People are really not happy with this. They're wondering, Kim, why would you do this? What does that say to you as a mom? What does that say to parents out there? What does that say about your thoughts towards children? You have children of your own, Kim. What's good?
My kids don't know anything that.
And now, because of all of this, Kim's parenting has continuously been called into question, and people, like I mentioned, literally have been begging for Kanye West to get full custody. Like, you know, Kanye West, he's got his issues, right? For sure. But would he be able to parent his kids better than Kim? I know Kim has even mentioned in the past that their eldest daughter, Northwest, likes to spend time with Kanye West more than she does with Kim because there's less rules. So I don't know, she prefers to be with Kanye. Does that make him a better parent? I really don't know, guys.
Mom guilt is probably the hardest thing.
Now, when it comes to Balenciaga, when Balenciaga released the questionable campaign back in 2022, people were really surprised to see minors holding stuffies while dressed in certain types of outfits that minors shouldn't be dressed in, as well as having some accessories that the public was left scratching their head like, are we really seeing this? What's going on? Like, this is messed up. And since then, Kim has received a lot of pressure to speak out about the whole thing surrounding Balenciaga, since she is pretty close to the brand on a professional level. And she eventually did release a statement saying that as a mother, she felt especially disturbed by the photos. But that kind of doesn't make sense to a lot of her fans. You know, on one hand, she's saying like the photos were troubling to her, but then she's signed on as the new face for the brand. Yeah, doesn't really make sense to a lot of people. At the time when everything was going down, this is what Kim had to say in her own words. I have been quiet for the past few days, not because I haven't been disgusted and outraged by the recent Balenciaga campaigns, but because I wanted an opportunity to speak to their team to understand for myself how this could have happened. But some people were saying that, well, Kim, she probably was using that time to get her story straight with Balenciaga and come out with a statement that isn't necessarily too harsh. Maybe it could pass. Either way, Kim shares 4 children with her ex-husband Kanye West. Though they divided up custody, Kanye has admitted that the kids are with Kim 80% of the time. But recently, there have been more buzz online from some fans who think that the kids would be better off if Kanye West had full-time care. But I mean, Kanye, you know, that's a whole other thing. You know, one YouTube video that has gone viral, it shows Kanye West's wife Bianca Censori escorting his 3 eldest kids to his Vultures listening party, and she even carried Chicago in her arms, leading to a whole lot of comments where people noticed how comfortable the kids seemed to be with their stepmom Bianca. And of course, this has led to some people suggesting that they would be better off if they were full-time with Kanye West and Bianca. So it's not just people thinking that Kanye's parenting would be better than Kim's, but also the fact that he's married to Bianca Censori. So add her to the mix, she makes a good mother figure for the children.
Kanye, what's the best part about being a dad? The kids.
One person online left this comment about this. I don't know, but it seems Ye's kids are very comfy with him and his new wife. And then there's another person that left this comment. I believe the kids are happier with their stepmom more. As of right now, Kanye West has equal joint custody with Kim, and he also sends her $200,000 a month in child support. He's also responsible to take care of 50% of the children's educational expenses, as well as 50% of their children's security expenses. Although Kim and Kanye may no longer be together, it's clear that they continue to take their roles as co-parents very, very, very seriously. They always 100% show up for their children. Although Kim's parenting styles and even Kanye's parenting styles have been criticized in the past. But what parent is perfect, right? But despite their ability to co-parent, it doesn't necessarily seem like they're seeing eye to eye on everything, because Kanye West, he released a track, Easy, and in the track, Kanye West suggests that Kim spoils their bougie and unruly children, who he refers to as rich ASS kids. He also calls out Kim for having nannies and also claims that the reality show's crew look after their children more than she does. Wow. Also, Kanye's apparent desire to not spoil his children was also apparent in an episode of The Kardashians when Kim revealed that she hired a male nanny so that her sons could have a male influence in the household. And she then admitted that she was scared out of her mind to tell Kanye West about her new male nanny employee and was left really shocked when Kanye actually was pretty open to the idea.
Bianca Censori is stepmom of the year, spending tons of quality time with Kanye and Kim's children, and they seem to love her. They went for dinner together, and instead of wearing her normal attire, she chose to dress in a more demure fashion.
Beautiful.
I missed you, yeah.
A parking lot employee held the door open for Bianca as she emerged from the unmissable metallic vehicle before gathering her friends. Bianca's husband, Kanye West, did not appear to be present. They've been married for nearly 2 years now. Kanye was previously married to Kim Kardashian. They share 4 children together: Saint, Chicago, North, and Psalm.
Did you tell Saint?
No.
Dad picked you up in a fire truck?
Look at the lights. Look at the lights on the outside. Are they recording on the outside to see the...
Bianca recently was seen supporting her husband following the release of his latest album, Vultures 2. Bianca was joined by her sisters, Angelina and Alicia, at a listening party for the album in Salt Lake City. Bianca has generated countless headlines for the types of outfits she wears, but her latest look was quite a turnaround from her usual looks. At least she tries to present herself clothed around the kids, I guess. A source previously told DailyMail.com that Kim had warned Kanye not to let Bianca wear her usual looks in front of their children. Kim instructed Kanye to never let Bianca dress like that around their kids, an insider revealed exclusively to the DailyMail.com. She is truly surprised that Kanye would let his wife leave the house like that. Unlike in his marriage with Bianca, Kanye used to frequently ask him to change her outfits if he didn't like them, with Kanye heavily influencing her fashion choices during their 6-year marriage. Kanye did the same thing he's doing with Bianca to Kim throughout their marriage. Daily Mail's source explained. The difference is that when Kanye dressed Kim, he was respected as a person, as an artist. Unfortunately, Kim knows what Bianca's going through, but she feels Bianca should have known what she was getting into. A different source previously revealed to DailyMail.com that Bianca's parents were a bit iffy by her outfits and think she was being controlled by Kanye. Bianca and Kanye tied the knot in December 2022, less than 1 month after his divorce was finalized with Kim. They've gallivanted all over the world together to attend A-list fashion events as well as to promote Kanye's new music. Kim and Bianca, however, are on good terms, with Kim even preserving great compassion for Bianca, according to OK Magazine. An insider said she knows firsthand how controlling Kanye is and how difficult it is to get away from him once he has you hooked. Furthermore, Kim apparently believes that Bianca Censori, who worked as a design architect at Yeezy, was influenced by the rapper's flashy lifestyle. The source also said that poor girl was lured in by the limelight and the lavish lifestyle Ye can afford. Another rumor about Kanye and Bianca's marriage is that he could potentially be purposely separating her from everyone else. Kanye has apparently banned Bianca from using social media for her protection and limited communication with her friends and family. Even though they've been trying to reconnect with their dear friend to try to express concerns, an insider conveyed that she rejected her friend's advances. Have you guys ever wondered what it's really like to be a Kardashian child? Nearly all the Kardashian kids have grown up under a glaring spotlight, and while they might have everything their hearts desire, their lives aren't always that glamorous. When it comes to parenting, the Kardashians have been accused of a lot. I have some juicy details that I'm gonna dive in and let you know what it's really like being a Kardashian child.
Hey, girls!
Khloe Kardashian and Tristan Thompson's son was born via surrogate. Khloe had a hard time choosing a name for him, but she didn't let the world in on this very personal journey, publicly referring to him as baby or her son.
I keep getting scrutinized for being too mommy.
Fans were quick to call Khloe out when she posted videos of Kim Kardashian's son's birthday party. It was a firefighter themed, with each child getting a firefighting costume with their names on it. Happy birthday to you. Khloe's son's outfit, however, was simply marked T. Thompson, whereas the other kids' full names were on display. Sources say that this is because her son's real name is Tristan, and Khloe is hiding out, which is causing her son to be singled out. She does not want people to know that he was named after Tristan Thompson, her ex, and instead calls him Tatum. Thanks to their mother's fame, Kourtney Kardashian's kids couldn't be completely carefree when she and Travis Barker treated them to an Australia trip. The couple took their first child, Rocky, with them, along with Penelope and Rain Disick, Kourtney's 2 kids from her previous relationship with Scott Disick. In an episode of The Kardashians, Kourtney shared that she wasn't taking Rocky outside because she didn't want to subject him to the eager paparazzi crowding Sydney streets. Kourtney did, however, take Reign and Penelope on some fun outings, but prowling paparazzi did not leave them in peace. One paparazzo followed them to the beach, and when he started running their way, Kourtney had to cut the outing short and scoop her brood into the waiting car. Her kids had another run-in with a paparazzi when she took them on a shopping trip. Reign seemed to have had enough of all the photographers, calling the person taking his picture a stalker, as his mother ushered him into a waiting car.
I'm sorry, you have a job that's a stalker.
It's not exactly your ordinary vacation, but you guys gotta give Kourtney points for trying. Kourtney's storied Australian trip with Travis Barker and a kid sparked some gossip when it was revealed that her eldest child, Mason Disick, declined to join them. In a confessional on The Kardashians, Kourtney shared how excited she'd been about the trip, but it turned out Mason wasn't keen on the idea. A few months after the trip, tongues were wagging that Kourtney and Mason's relationship was strained, and the gossip reached a fever pitch when it came to light that Mason had moved out of his mother's house to go live with his dad. According to fans, Penelope Disick appeared glum even though she was supposed to be having a fun trip to Universal Studios Japan with her cousins and aunt, Kim Kardashian. While waiting to take off on a roller coaster ride, fans pointed out in a Reddit thread that Penelope looked about done for the day. One person said, "Penelope looks really sad in this photograph. It's sad seeing them like that with all their privilege." Poor Penelope can't even have a neutral expression on her face without getting called out. There's no arguing that Kim Kardashian is a busy woman, but fans have previously called her out for paying more attention to her phone than her kids. One such instance involved St. West. Kim and her son were visiting Disneyland in California when eagle-eyed fans noticed that Kim appeared to not be able to put her phone down, even while taking rides with Saint.
Girls, say hi!
Fans quickly took to an online thread to call out Kim for not paying attention to her son. One fan commented, "Would it really end her to spend a few hours being present with one of her children the whole time?" Kim is dealing with so much lately due to the fact that people are saying her children prefer hanging out with Bianca.
I am just in protection mode of my kids.
She recently took Kim's kids on a trip to South Korea, which left Kim feeling very insecure, according to a source. Looking at this realistically, Kim was probably glad she got a break, but sources feel that Bianca's close bond with her children leaves her a bit worried.
I just have my kids. My husband moves from state to state.
North has particularly started idolizing Bianca and even dressing in ways that are similar to her. 2 months after Kim and Kanye divorced, he got married to Bianca, who has been by his side 24/7 ever since. When she was spotted in the airport, she was spotted wearing a tight cream-colored and long-sleeved top with matching shorts, a matching paperboy cap and heels, which was very different than her normal attire. And seeing how much Kanye's kids love Bianca, they've decided to try themselves for a little one, according to a source. Kanye expressed his desire to expand their family, even hinting at it during a Las Vegas album listening party in December 2023, when he rapped on the track Timbo Freestyle, stating that "another baby is my end goal." It's no secret Kim and Ye have tried to see eye to eye in the past since finalizing their divorce in November 2022. Since their split, Kim has made it a priority for their kids to have a relationship with their father, despite describing the situation as really effing hard. She went on to say, "I could be going through something, but if we're riding to school and they want to listen to their dad's music, no matter what we're going through, no matter what is happening in the world, I have to have that smile on my face and blast his music and sing along with my kids and act like nothing's wrong. As soon as I drop them off, I can have a good cry."
But it affects my kids.
Of course it does.
Kanye married Bianca in a small ceremony in December 2022, and Kim and Bianca have been spotted attending the same event on numerous occasions. Bianca and Kim attended a listening party for Ye's album Vultures 2 in San Francisco. They were spotted in the VIP section and were seen amicably chatting in a video shared by DJ Ferris. Kim and Ye's 4 children were also in attendance, with North even taking the stage with her father during the event. Bianca has bonded with her husband's 4 children, spending Easter Sunday with them in a celebrity hotspot, Nobu, for dinner, and then heading to a theater for movie night. While Bianca's known for her strange fashion, she toned it down for the family night. "I know the clothes Ye makes Bianca wear does trouble Kim, mostly because of the kids," a separate source told In Touch on April 9th, 2024. "The kids think Bianca is cool, but some of her outfits are eyebrow raisers. They giggle about some of the things she wears, but they do like her."
Kanye, what's the best part about being a dad? The kids.
It looks like Kanye West is actually a better parent to his kids than his ex-wife Kim Kardashian, and we may have some proof about this. At least according to his eldest child, North West, he's a better parent.
Kanye West is my dad.
There's a lot of increasing evidence that Kanye West's daughter, North West, is a lot more eager to live with him, potentially leading to a custody dispute with his ex-wife, Kim Kardashian.
North, she'll go to her dad. She'll be like, Dad is the best.
Kanye West has been making a career comeback with his upcoming album, Vultures, featuring various different artists, and notably his eldest daughter, North, who's 10 at the time of filming this video, is making her rap debut on one of the tracks. North reportedly fought to attend the recent Vultures listening event, where footage of her is seen enjoying the music, and it went completely viral online. Kanye West, in a 10-minute rant, mentioned co-parenting with Kim Kardashian and hinted at a preference from North to spend time with him. And this has been causing a lot of tension in the family there. He even claimed, "My daughter ripped up the mother effing couches in the house to be with me right now."
My daughter ripped up the couches in the house to be able to be with me right now.
Kanye West has a history of publicly expressing his dissatisfaction with Kim Kardashian, and this trend continues even after their divorce and finalized custody arrangement in the fall of 2022. Kanye has now married Bianca Censori, and that was shortly after the divorce was finalized, and they spent much of 2023 traveling in Europe, along with Kanye West's children occasionally joining them. Despite reportedly paying $200,000 US per month to Kim Kardashian for child support, Kanye West claims that she has the kids 80% of the time.
The settlement confirmed Kanye will fork over $200,000 per month in child support.
While there is still no official information about the desire to change the custody arrangement, Kim has openly acknowledged that North West, their daughter, shows growing preferences towards spending more time with her father, and she also indicated that ideally North would like to be with him full time. And this is pretty surprising, pretty interesting, because on one hand, Kanye West is always labeled as the loose cannon here and probably not seen as the best parent, but yet his kids, especially North, wants to spend more time with him, and she likes it. Kim has even said this, that she really likes spending time with him and she wants to go to his house. She likes it a lot better. My thinking is that Kanye West just has a lot less rules and restrictions for North, so she feels a lot more free in what she wants to do. She can probably explore her passions a little bit more, and it's an all-around more relaxed environment, whereas I guess with Kim, there's a lot more structure. There's nannies, there's cooks, there's chefs, all of that, maybe strict bedtimes and strict phone usage times. As I say though, dads are usually seen as the cool parent, but I want to know, what do you guys think about this? Let me know below. Now, I did mention this a little bit, but even Kim specifically in a November 2023 episode of their family TV show, The Kardashians, said this, and I quote, "She'll be like, Dad is the best. He has it all figured out.
He doesn't have a nanny. He doesn't have a chef. He doesn't have security. He lives in an apartment."
And she'll start crying, "Why don't you have an apartment? I can't believe we don't have an apartment." And this, of course, is referring to her daughter, North West. So yeah, guys, it seems like this actually goes for Kim's sisters as well. It's not just a Kim Kardashian thing. Kim's sister, Kourtney Kardashian, tried reassuring her, Kim, that it was the exact same of her older kids and their father, Scott Disick. Kourtney also has a newborn son with her husband, Travis Barker, who she married in 2022. And this is what Kourtney said specifically. "They do that at Scott's too. Dad has the best house. Your house sucks. He has the best house. It's not super big. The vibe's better. I feel like everything falls on the parents that's more involved." And guys, after hearing Kourtney's words, she's pretty much saying like what I was thinking, that the mothers, Kourtney, Kim, and the other sisters, may be a lot more involved in their children's life, and as well as putting a lot more rules and regulations on them. So it's like when the kids are with the dad, it's like, oh, so free, so relaxed. So it's like the parent that's more involved, so to speak, gets more of the pushback and the backlash because they're maybe a little bit too hands-on or too involved with the kids and give them too much structure. So that's my 2 cents on it.
Co-parenting, it's really hard, you know?
Kim Kardashian's children are completely out of control. She was on the verge of a breakdown when she tearfully confessed to a friend on the phone that things are chaotic and that North makes her feel like a pushover.
It's like full crazy madness.
She admitted that she even goes as far as to lock herself into the bathroom to escape the craziness, and that she feels like she has no support when it comes to her divorce from Kanye. Guys, the tea is so hot. We're gonna get right into the juicy details. In the new episode of The Kardashians on Hulu, we follow Kim in a car on her way to jury duty when she calls a mysterious friend to vent about her situation. Kim Kardashian, who was also recently bashed for buying Janet Jackson's iconic If outfit, admits that she's a pushover and wishes she could be more strict like her sister Khloe Kardashian while revealing details about her bad situation at home.
You okay?
No. Not okay.
She divulged to her friend on the phone that she tried to have a Zoom meeting, but all she could hear was screaming and crying from her kids. She also admitted that when they don't get their way, they scream and cry also. She said she's run out of patience, which is normally her superpower. Leroy Kenton, who is a Kardashian expert and creator of FTD News, empathizes with Kim. He said, imagine being Kim Kardashian. Your ex is Kanye West, and that's more than enough stress for one lifetime for anyone to deal with. Now you add on the pressures of being a single mom who is constantly being judged in the media and is in fear for life whenever she goes out in public, so she has to travel with extra security guards. Sounds burdensome to me.
The whole situation is sad, and I don't know how to manage it.
Leroy also went on to say it sounds like Kim is also trying to balance being a strict mom versus being a fun mom. Her kids may notice this, and they may have figured out how to get their way with Kim. It's no secret that her nannies spend a lot of time with her kids, so maybe Kim just really doesn't know her kids that well. This, of course, is all speculation, but it's no doubt something she's struggling with for a very long time. I really felt for Kim when Leroy said this, balancing all of that work that she does while also caring for her unruly children without help from Kanye must be beyond overwhelming.
You have no idea how to change it.
Not to mention all of the criticism she gets from the media. She must be dealing with a lot. Kim also mentioned that she didn't even have time to wash her hair at times. As soon as she steps into the shower, her kids are screaming, "Mom!" She said that she feels like her kids have a radar and that when she's doing something important, they just know. So, what about the other sisters? We have some juicy details on their parenting styles. According to the nannies that work for the sisters, Khloe's the most hands-on when it comes to caring for her kids. She doesn't take much time for herself, just the gym, and she treats her staff like family. She gets them the best hotels and gives out massive bonuses during holidays. Kim, she spoils her kids. But I mean, if you have the means, wouldn't you? She does cool things like invest in things that the kids are interested in. For example, if one of them is into space, she'll take them to NASA headquarters. Apparently, Kourtney goes through so many nannies due to her ridiculous demands and chaotic home that her children absolutely rule. She either fires the nannies or they get fed up and they leave.
North West is completely fed up with Kim and her Kardashian expectations. She is exhausted from constantly trying to meet Kim's unreasonable demands. The question arises, why is North behaving this way?
Kim Kardashian is facing tons of criticism for lying about her daughter North West in a creepy pattern that fans have noticed, and her fans are just really concerned after observing this pattern. On Instagram, Kim posted a picture of a plate of food supposedly made by her daughter North, and the dish was pasta covered with a bright pink sauce, which seemed to be inspired by the Barbie movie, as Kim did mention that she was watching it in another snap.
Do you guys ever think about dying?
Now, in her caption, this is what she said. North made me Barbie pasta for dinner, aka dragon fruit pasta. However, on Reddit, some fans expressed their doubt in Kim's claims and noticed a recurring pattern in the way that she talks about North, who is her eldest daughter. Now, the Reddit original poster, this is what they wrote. Be so for real, Kim. Certainly a 10-year-old knows what dragon fruit is and how to turn it into pasta sauce, with an eye roll emoji. Then there's another user that wrote this. North is going to get older and be like, I never did any of this. Leave me alone, woman. But there was another user who really lashed out, and this is what they had to say. Why the F is it always North catering to Kim? Even if she didn't make it herself but just asked chef to make it, why isn't North planned this getaway for me? North cooked this food for me? North arranged this for me? Why is it never, I thought it would be cute to have a Barbie themed pasta, so asked chef to make this for North before we saw the movie? Then in response to this comment, somebody else responded with this: because she's using North like a surrogate partner. It's codependent and creepy. Also unintentionally hilarious, like the time she pretended North independently decorated her room with 10,000 roses. Bleh. Also, recently Northwest showcased her kitchen skills once again, making pizza, and she documented this process on TikTok.
Oh my gosh. Taste test.
North had her friend Gracie, who happens to be Selena Gomez's younger sister, join her for this.
My house is so full, but in the best way.
And in one of the videos posted while pouting her lips at the camera, Kim Kardashian mentioned that she would try the pizza and made it clear that she was supervising the entire cooking process. Then in another clip, Kim was seen taking an exaggerated bite of the pizza slice while playfully expressing her enjoyment of the pizza. However, some fans did not like this at all. Like, some of them criticized Kim's behavior in the video, accusing her of appearing to act overtly sexy in a way in her reaction in front of her daughter North. They just thought it was completely inappropriate. There was also one other user that had this to say: she doesn't want you to notice that she only took a tiny bite of the pizza and then pretended to take another one. She's so obsessed with her weight that she can't even eat a piece of pizza her daughter made for her. So when Kim's fans see things like this, it's kind of rubbing them the wrong way, and they're a little concerned in Kim's interactions with her daughter North and what she's saying, like all the lying and everything, as well as all of the pretending. People are just concerned, like it's creepy to them. Now, on another note, it's actually no secret that pretty much all of the cooking in Kim's household is not done by her or anyone else in her family. As a matter of fact, on a Mother's Day post, Kim Kardashian shared a letter written by her younger daughter, Chicago. And the letter was titled "All About My Mom," and it playfully stated that Kim was 22 years old, even though Kim is actually in her 40s. But either way, in the letter, Chicago mentioned that her mom, Kim, likes to sleep with her in the bed and enjoys playing together. And she also revealed that Kim's favorite food is salad, and she is good at working out at the gym. And then here's the kicker. Chicago, she boldly stated that her mom, Kim, doesn't cook for her or her siblings North, Saint, and Psalm because they have a chef who takes care of preparing all the meals.
Since the files were made public, there have been allegations that Kim used Northwest for her financial gain.
Kim Kardashian is receiving a whole lot of criticism from her followers for profiting off of her daughter. During a recent trip to Japan, the reality TV star Kim Kardashian shared some moments of her trip with her eldest child, Northwest. And while these posts, they showed a close bond and beautiful scenes, they also sparked a whole lot of discussion online about Kim's intentions on social media and whether she's trying to make millions off her own daughter.
For some odd reason, the Kardashians tried to force these little girls into the spotlight.
On her Instagram during her Tokyo trip, Kim mainly posted pictures of Northwest, and some fans noticed that her other children, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, they were missing from the pictures completely. And this made people start to wonder why there was such a difference and raise questions about whether Kim might be using North's pictures to make money with them.
Baby, I like your style.
Many online users did notice a pattern where Kim's posts heavily featured Northwest from their time in Japan.
Super shadow, wait a minute while I'm making mine, making mine.
And meanwhile, her other children, Saint, Chicago, and Psalm, were notably absent. And this caused a whole lot of discussions. And one person took to Reddit and they shared their thoughts about this. And this is what they had to say. Does she not have other kids? Yeah, everybody was wondering that. Like, what happened to the other children? Why is it just North? And people began to express a feeling that North was actually getting a lot of attention while her brothers and sisters were just being purposely overlooked. And fans started to speculate, the rumor mill started to turn about the reasons behind Kim's decision on social media to just feature North pretty much. And one fan came up with this thought: North is the oldest girl of Kim's children, which makes her able to be profitable now. Hence why she posts her so much. She's trying to get a head start on marketing North's brand while she is still young. Now, of course, this theory sparked tons of discussion about whether Kim is using North's image to benefit financially. However, their trip to Japan wasn't solely just for fun, it was also about strengthening their relationship, and Kim and North appeared to be even closer during their time in Tokyo. They shared moments of laughter and candid photos showcased more than just a vacation. They highlighted the deepening connection between them as mother and daughter. So I think regardless, at the end of the day, regardless of what critics say, it's still a mom and still their child, and they're still just trying to have fun and live the best life possible, even if they may be making some money in the process. On top of this though, recently North appeared in a TikTok with her mom, Kim Kardashian, showing off their fancy outfits while on vacation in Japan. Now in the TikTok video, the setting was a luxurious hotel and they had a suitable background song. They had Kendrick Lamar's Money Trees pumping in the background. And the caption of the video said, "Fit check," and North confidently stood in the spotlight, rocking her apparel. While Kim relaxed in a beige outfit and wore Yeezy sandals, North stole the attention of everybody with her new accessory, a vintage Columbus leather Dior handbag from the year 2002. And North was proudly displaying her bag, which actually is being sold secondhand for $1,652. So imagine what it is when it's sold brand new. And when people start to see this, they start to think, okay, she's teaching her daughter how to flaunt her wealth already, huh? Kim could easily earn millions of dollars also from sponsored posts, and critics are bashing her for allegedly using her daughter as a money-making machine. There have been several instances like this, and critics keep on pointing it out.